No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rams offense will be first on the attack. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. The good news about starting the season outside, he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rams decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Delaware's offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Pucks it out of the air. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Blue Hens are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Oh, it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kane. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quarterback running on the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Moving away from pressure. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way.
And the returner will be knocked down. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Warren. Touchdown, Delaware. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. The Rams headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the ground with the counter. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Delaware!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Perkins. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Right on the money. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Rams with the 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's long. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rams line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. But a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to squirt.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden, he gets crossed up.
Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Fit it in the window for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Rams. Once he got some room, it was over.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback moving. He throws one to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the lone running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the elevates over his man.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up by 16 over the Stallions. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Grab near the marker. It's Stokes. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the left. He's in open space downfield. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Rams send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barmore. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rams will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The quick out. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man across the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stokes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stokes. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Bannon. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives them the first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 30. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 20 over UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. They booted away on fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron